Hey, I'm going to share with you guys how much I made from my first viral video. Yes, we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I wanted to share with you guys how much I made on my first viral video I ever created. And I'll go ahead and include the video here so you guys can see it. And then I'll be back and share with you guys how much I made. And then right here where I'm standing now is where the whole journey started on buying the property. Yeah, that's the name of the show, How a Poor Man Can Buy Cheap Property. Enjoy the video. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Like I said in the bumper, if you're poor or you just don't have much money and you're afraid you cannot just reach that American dream of your own land ownership, well, there is hope. Let me digress a bit. We were homeless. We were actually living in a camp trailer in the Walmart parking lot, free campgrounds, and church parking lots. And I had lost my job, and circumstances beyond our control. We were, with my wife and 2 teenage kids, living this lifestyle for a couple of years until we were able to find a place to anchor. And then once we got anchored, during that time, real quick, I ended up having a heart attack, open heart surgery, cardiac arrest, blah, blah, blah. So that was in the midst of being homeless. So recuperating from the open heart surgery and taking some workshops on focusing on developing skills, and especially a new way of thinking, which really helped me out of that rut. And that is finding some programs that were available to help me out of that and gain some skills that are good marketable skills. I chose the medical industry that way. In case something else happened to me, I was within steps of the crash cart and I could hang around a little bit longer. So now I'm working in a solid vocation, and that started supplying an income. And one of the workshops I took really empowered me. It helped me focus on my abilities rather than my disabilities. And so my channel is all about encouraging people to rise above their circumstances and gain a foothold in life, and also focusing on your abilities rather than your disabilities if you have the disabilities like I do. With that knowledge and that power, you can obtain anything. You don't get if you don't ask or don't seek out. So now, to the main crux of the story of how to achieve the American dream in land ownership if you're poor. This is the entrance to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I discovered this one day while driving down the road past this place and noticing weeds growing over it. I was curious about it. So without a visible address sign or a mailbox to obtain a address, I went on Google Maps and I put my cursor in the middle of the tax lot. I right-clicked on it and it gave me the address. I then typed in the address and came up with 2 items for this property. Well, number 1 is the gentleman had apparently died 4 years previous, And number two is the county had seized the property and was offering it up for sale at auction. However, the auction had already come and passed. So with the auction passed, I went ahead and called the county and asked if they had this property still available. They did. Nobody wanted the property because of what you see here. It was a wreck. Apparently when the gentleman died, squatters got on the land and destroyed everything, including the single-wide mobile home. But that was good for me. That single-wide mobile home meant the infrastructure was already in place. It had a well, septic, power and phone, all that infrastructure was in. And it was already developed as a home site. All left behind was this stripped out RV and a couple of cars. So with that said, of course I didn't have any money with me or on me, but I did have a job. And what I did was called the county, asked the gal if it was still available, and looked at their terms. And their terms were, if the property was more than $10,000, the county would carry the note for 20 years and they'd sell it at minimum bid price at over-the-counter sale. And so I was able to collect the 10% down payment required to be able to initiate the process of purchasing the property. I did that by taking my car down and getting a title loan from one of these title loan companies, and got just enough money to be able to go ahead and pay the down payment. We signed the papers, we closed, and the property became in our possession and ownership. So there was no mortgage at all. There was no points to pay, no finance charges, nothing. The only other fee that we had to pay was like a $53 filing fee, so the clerk could walk it across the hall and file it with the county recorder's office. So now this is 5.7 acres, but being the acreage is uneven ground in surface area, it actually covers 10 acres. I might add that I took the metal from the mobile home along with the 2 cars and the RV, sent them to the scrap yards, and they sent me a check enough to pay for some gravel for the driveway, a new front gate, and enough to pay my first month's mortgage. And I put the fencing in. I had fencing already over at the Acorn Acres when we moved down here, so I had the material to build my own fencing. And then I purchased this double-wide manufactured home from a party down the road. They wanted to build their dream house on a new farm that they had just purchased, and they just needed to get the home out of there. So they sold it to me for $10,000. Of course, I made arrangements with her to pay $3,000 down and $300 a month until I got enough money to be able to pay it off. Well, we had that home paid off really fast within 9 months, and it's a beautiful home. Again, we were able to do it without financing. Of course, with a private party, they sold it to us interest-free. So that's how we were able to pay it off real quick. And just having a minimum job income. We're not middle class at all. We're not upper class. I just work what I can do, and the income I have, we're able to be successful and purchase this. I put the house together myself, saving a bundle of cash that I didn't have. And another interesting thing I did, with it being a mobile home or a manufactured home, I was able to get a permit to swap out manufactured home for manufactured home, which included all of the hookups for the sewer, the water, the power. And I did all that myself. Here in our state, if you're a homeowner, you can do all of the attachments yourself, so long as you do it to code, and the code inspectors come in and they look at it, and they either flunk you or pass you. They passed me on all my inspections because I downloaded the code book from the state website to be sure that when I put this unit together, I did it accurately and to code, so I knew I was going to be able to pass these inspections. to purchase all the material for the foundation. I wanted my home set on a cement block foundation. So what I did is I started Craigslist, and I listed the axles. There was 6 axles and 12 wheels that I had purchased to install on the device, on the unit, when I had it moved. So I owned those outright. So I went ahead and listed it on my Craigslist, and I got a substantial amount of money, in my return, to be able to sell those individually to other private parties. And that gave me the extra money to buy some of the material. I was still lacking some material, so I was looking around for something else to sell. And with this, I had to show a little bit of ingenuity. And this is where my YouTube channel started. So what happened is I was looking around the house to see if I had anything of value. I found in my foot locker an old metal toy. Well, it's this toy right here. It's a metal tank, battery operated. So I made a video of the tank operating, and then I went on and started a YouTube account and posted this video on YouTube. That's the birth of my YouTube channel. Well, it wasn't a channel yet, it was just a YouTube video. So once I launched that onto YouTube, I went ahead and started, opened up a eBay account and posted this for sale on eBay, and started a PayPal account. So in case somebody wanted to buy it, they can just send the money through PayPal. So now here's the next step that I had to take to be able to get this little toy exposed. I did some research and found out this $5.55 toy that was sold in the 1965 Sears and Roebuck Christmas catalog is of interest to some investors who collect this type of toy. And this toy was part of a series of 5 or 6 toys in the Bandai Lunar toy series, whatever it was. Well, anyway, I opened up a Craigslist. I had my Craigslist account, so I posted an advertisement on Craigslist in all the major cities I can think of, because I figured the major cities is where people with liquid assets would be located. So I listed it in Paris, France, Rome, Italy, London, England, Miami, Florida, New York, Atlanta, Seattle, LA, cities like that, Dallas, Fort Worth. And I got a nibble. I sold that toy for over $800 to an investor down in Dallas. Yep, that's right. So that gave me the funds that I was able to use to purchase the rest of the material for the foundation. I might add that when I purchased the manufactured home, it came with the awnings for the carport and the deck itself, and the heat pump, so I didn't have those additional costs. So that's how I bought the land and the house for really cheap. And being poor, I was able to obtain the American dream and do it creatively. You don't need to go through the conventional pathways that everybody set up for you to try to steer you through and pay them lots of money to be able to meet the ends of getting that American dream. It's been 4 years now since we've been on this property, and we'll hopefully have it paid off in about another 5 years. So I hope I was able to encourage you and give you some information that you can go with. I don't think every county has this kind of option, but be resourceful and explore to see what other options are available for you, because there's all kinds of methods in which you can buy property. You don't have to do it the conventional way. And above all, be patient and don't be afraid to ask. So the rest of my videos in the archives are the adventure that I've taken through the process of putting the house together and developing the land, building all my outbuildings using free material that was given to me, or material I purchased from the sale of livestock that I would raise. So, try to be resourceful and work within your means and stop focusing on your disabilities.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and checked out the improvements from what you saw in the video to what it looks like today. We've added the front porch since then, put in solar panels, and did a lot of improvements all around the homestead. So as of the filming of this show right here, so far I've had 1,807,302 views on that first video that we launched October 12th, 2017. So how much did we make on that? Total earnings to date is $19,476.45 on this one video. Now, I've had other viral videos that have done, well, at least one more that has done much better than this one. And then I have two more that are just catching up with this one. So, but out of how many hundreds or thousand videos that I have uploaded on my account? Yeah. So if you're wondering how to create a viral video, it's a mystery to me. It really is a mystery to me. It just depends on the viewers on what they like to see. I create content that makes me comfortable, makes me happy. I'm not going out on a limb and creating fake stuff. It's just demonstrating my homesteading, learning how to homestead, and just learning how to do things, and that's what I demonstrate on my show. So I don't know how to create a viral video. I've never tried it. This was an anomaly. It was a freak of nature as far as YouTube and its algorithms go. I'm not sure how it happens. Well, I'm Jerry Hansen, your host. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Hey, give us a thumbs up and share these videos on your social media platforms. Helps us out. Again, I don't know how a video goes viral. I don't intend on creating a viral video, but it's nice when they do. We'll see you guys in another adventure. Be safe, always be kind. Bye-bye now.